Am I the asshole for calling off my wedding 3 weeks before the ceremony because my fiancé made a joke about cheating? Yeah, I know how that sounds. But here's the thing. My fiancé is Marcus Ashford III. His family owns Ashford Media Group. His mom is a former senator. His uncle is a congressman with presidential ambitions. And I'm just Sarah, a reporter for the prestigious BBC networks in Washington, D.C. And 3 nights ago, I realized I wasn't marrying a man. I was becoming a political asset. 3 nights ago, we had our final venue walkthrough. Both families were there. The wedding planner, Marcus's groomsmen. The venue is their country club. For 100 guests, $200,000. It was supposed to be the wedding of the season. After the walkthrough, we went to dinner. Marcus had a few drinks. Not drunk, but loose. Happy. His best man brought up the bachelor party. They're going to Vegas this weekend. Marcus's mom, Catherine, former Senator Catherine Ashford, she laughs and says, "Marcus, I hope you boys behave yourselves. Sarah, you might want to keep him on a short leash." Everyone laughed. Normal joke, right? But then Marcus leans back with this smile I've never seen before and says, "Mom, come on. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Better get it out of my system before I'm locked down for life." And he winked at me. Actually winked. Like I was in on the joke. His best man raised his glass and said, "Don't worry, Sarah. We'll make sure he gets home mostly in one piece." Everyone's laughing now. And then Marcus says, "Sarah knows I'm kidding. Besides, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. Right, babe?" The table went quiet. His mother changed the subject real fast. But I saw her look at his father. And they weren't disapproving. They looked almost amused. Like I was the only one not getting the joke. In the car ride home, I was silent. Marcus asked what was wrong, and I said those jokes weren't funny. He laughed. He actually laughed and goes, "Oh my God, really? Every guy makes bachelor party jokes. You're a journalist. You're supposed to be objective. Can you not tell the difference between humor and intent?" That hit different because he knows. I work my ass off to be taken seriously as a reporter. I break real stories, corporate fraud, political corruption. And here he is using my career to gaslight me. We got back to his penthouse in Tribeca. I'd moved in 6 months ago because it made sense, and I tried again. I asked him, "Why would you joke about deceiving me?" He turned it around completely. Said I was making a federal case out of nothing, that I was ruining a nice evening, that he was stressed about the wedding and I was being insecure. I asked him point blank, "Are you planning to cheat on me in Vegas?" And you know what he said? "Obviously not. Not I would never. Not I love you too much. Just, obviously not." I couldn't sleep. At 2 a.m., a text came through on his phone. From Trevor, his best man. "Saturday night is going to be legendary. You deserve this, man." I did something I'm not proud of. I unlocked his phone. We'd always shared passwords, so it's not like I hacked it, but still. I knew it was wrong. There was a group chat called The Last Ride. 8 guys, his groomsmen, and I started scrolling. 3 weeks ago, they're planning the bachelor party. Strippers, bottle service, the works. And Marcus writes, "Hell yeah to everything." Sarah's so buried in work and wedding stress she won't ask questions. "What happens in Vegas, gentlemen?" Someone replies, "Your last weekend of freedom." And Marcus says, "Exactly. Not like I'll get another chance after the ball and chain is locked on." Ball and chain. That's what he called our marriage. But it got worse. 5 days ago, Trevor asks, "Dude, are you sure about this whole marriage thing? You seem stressed." Marcus responds, "It's the right move. The families are happy, the optics are good, and Sarah's great. But yeah, definitely the end of an era." Voice breaking. The optics are good. Like I'm a fucking campaign strategy. Like marrying me looks good for when his uncle runs for president. There was more. He told his friends he missed being able to do whatever he wanted. That his dad keeps saying marriage is about building legacy. And that I'm smart, ambitious. I fit. But he misses his freedom. I woke him up at 3 a.m., shoved the phone in his face, and the first thing out of his mouth wasn't an apology. It was fury. "You went through my phone. That is a violation of privacy. I'm standing there with evidence that he sees me as a political prop, and he's mad about privacy. So I say ball and chain. The optics are good. I fit. And he grabs the phone and says I'm taking everything out of context. That it's guy talk. That men exaggerate and say things they don't mean. I said, you talked about what your dad thinks, about optics, about family expectations. You never said you loved me in any of those messages. And he goes, I don't have to perform my love perfectly in a private conversation. You know I love you. We're getting married in 3 weeks. So I asked him one more time, do you want to marry me? Not should you. Not is it the right move. Do you want to? He hesitated. For 3 full seconds, he hesitated. Then, of course I do. Don't be ridiculous. That hesitation told me everything. I packed a bag and left. The next morning, I told him I wanted to postpone the wedding. Not cancel, postpone. Get couples therapy. Make sure we're actually on the same page. His face went white, then red. Postpone? Do you have any idea what that means? 400 guests have made plans. My mother's been planning this for a year. My uncle is flying in from DC. We've spent over $200,000. I try to stay calm. If you love me, you'll agree. And that's when he leaned forward and his voice got real cold. He said, if you postpone this wedding, we're done. Not postponed. Done. My family won't tolerate the embarrassment. You either marry me in 3 weeks or we're finished. An ultimatum. He gave me an actual ultimatum. So I stood up and said, then we're finished. And I walked out. Within 6 hours, it started. Catherine called first. Very sweet, very concerned. Every bride has a moment of panic. Come to the estate this weekend. We'll talk through this calmly. Then Marcus's father called. Much more direct. Sarah, you're a smart woman. You understand optics. If you call off this wedding, there will be questions, speculation. It won't just affect Marcus. It will affect you, your reputation, your career. Think very carefully. That was a threat. Then the vendors started calling. The venue, the caterer, the florist, all within hours. Someone from the Ashford family was making calls, spreading concerns about the wedding. Marcus sent me 47 text messages. Started apologetic. I love you, let's talk. Then confused. Why are you doing this? Then angry. You're destroying both families. Then desperate. My mother is devastated. His last message, I thought you were smarter than this. Then my editor called. Said Ashford Legal contacted the paper. Very polite, very professional. Just checking in about editorial standards, asking about conflicts of interest. They mentioned me by name. They're coming after my career. By that evening, there was an article on one of their gossip sites. When ambition makes brides paranoid, understanding cold feet. Anonymous quotes from friends close to the couple about how some women crack under pressure. The article was about me. They were already controlling the narrative. I wasn't even gone 24 hours. Then a competitor journalist called. Said they heard I was having personal issues with a prominent family and questioning my objectivity, asking if I wanted to comment. They were destroying me, systematically. And I realized this is what happens when you say no to a family that owns the media. So here's what I need to know. Am I the asshole? Everyone in my life is telling me I'm making the biggest mistake of my life. That I'm naive about how powerful men talk, how political families operate. That I violated his privacy by looking at his phone. They say men like Marcus Ashford don't come around twice. That I'm throwing away a dynasty over bachelor party jokes. But I can't shake this feeling that for 4 years, I was playing a role in someone else's life plan. That I was hired for a position, not loved as a person. The wedding is in 20 days. If I cancel, I lose everything. The deposits, probably my reputation, maybe my career. The Ashfords have the power to make sure I never work in journalism again. But if I don't cancel, what am I agreeing to? I made my decision. I'm calling it off. Whatever happens, happens. Am I the asshole for that?